Welcome back to another video on the channel. Welcome to the Spanish Grand Prix. I'll let Crofty speak.
It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-meter sprint down into turn 1. This is a 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through the 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, George Russell and Hamilton, Ocon, Bottas, Norris and Guan Yu Zhou, Ricciardo, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen and Vettel, Tsunoda, Stroll, Mick Schumacher and Alex Albon, Latifi and Fernando Alonso.
Now, of course, with all these videos, we will be starting from the back with the Spaniard himself, Fernando Alonso. Of course, the real life Spanish Grand Prix just happened, literally not long ago. So, yeah, taking a little bit of fuel out, of course. We're going to start on the soft tyres, and let's get ready for the 5 lights. Right, 5 lights, and away we go. It's a bit of a slow start, but you know, I don't really want to rush it. Yes. Down into turn 1. A little bit of a dive bomb, but we ain't really going to mega send it. Just trying to get round of Latifi here. And as you can see, we get him. But he does hold it for a little bit. Stroll runs out wide a little bit. And we do another fairly nice send. Very close there with the Haas of Schumacher. Of course, the brand new game comes out in literally a few days, which is amazing and all. But up the hill for the first time. Of 17 laps. As you can see, we get a nice one on Schumacher, and we do send him down the inside. A little bit wide, but we move. Of course, for this year, they have removed the chicane, so you go around the outside. But of course, we got to do the old layout for now. And yeah, that is a lap so far. Currently sat in 16th, not too bad. Just chasing to Sonda down. And of course, you know, we got to send it. But he does fight back. But of course, like we did with Latifi, we pushed him out a little bit, got the elbows out and got the position. Just sat currently behind Pierre Gasly. We get a fairly nice run out for the corner. A little bit of ERS. And Gasly goes very defensive, which leaves me to go around the outside. So, bit of a rubbish move by Gasly, but oh well. Sebastian Vettel up in front, of course, now retired. Hopefully we can get a fairly good run on him going down the straight, as Max Verstappen sets the fastest lap, as he is leading. So here we go. As you can see, I've got a little bit of slipstream from Vettel. He goes also very defensive. But that's fine, because we will brake later. But he does kind of give us a little bit of a nudge. So now we're on lap 3. As you can see, we're all behind Sebastian Vettel here. Not really going too fast. Then again, he is on the medium compound. And we get a nice run up here into turn 10 or turn 9. I can't remember what it's called. DRS obviously activated. And there we go. We will send one up the inside. Thank you, Sebastian Vettel. On to the Australian, Danny Rick. who is just down the road a little bit, so hopefully we can catch up to him anytime soon. And there we go, the start of lap 5. We are slowly reeling in Daniel Ricciardo. Of course, everyone's got DRS, so there's a DRS train going into the first corner. As you can see, Zhao in front of him obviously as well. Not the best exit I could have done there, but it is what it is. We'll ride on board for a little bit. As you can see, I'm really getting close to him on the braking. So I am trying to use a bit more ERS, a bit more. Well, you can see my ERS. It's down completely. And I'm very strong out this bit here. But he has got DRS, unfortunately. So we go for another lap. Just before coming on to lap 6, of course, we are very close onto the straight. DRS activated, ERS. We're just in the slipstream a little bit, and I'm thinking we might send it. Down the inside we go. Lovely move on Daniel Ricciardo. And now we're on to Guan Yu Zhou, just up the road. Hopefully we should get him soon. And here comes the section we're really fast at again. Of course, just up the hill, into the right, with the aid of DRS, and of course the ERS. We're just trying to catch Guan Yu Zhou, but he's just a little bit quick. Of course, we're just catching Zhou. Try to get him under braking, but just a little bit too fast for us. Anyway, let's go to the straight. Of course, on to lap 7. It is time to pit. We are going to pit for the medium tyres at the end of this lap, but of course we are chasing Guan Yu Zhou right now. Very big dive bomb. Thank you, Guan Yu Zhou, for moving out of the way. And there we go. We're up to P11, 1 place out of the points. Magnussen is just up the road, so hopefully we can get him by probably the end of the lap. On to lap 9, a lot of people have pit, so we will get a few positions back. And we are racing Valtteri Bottas. We just about get him, which is what we need, obviously. And Lando Norris has just come out in front of us. He will have cold tyres, so we will attack him. And as you can see, look, we're catching him so fast here on the long corner where the two Mercedes once crashed. Yes, as you can see, Lando is still struggling on those cold tyres. We're trying to make the best out of it. I kind of looked down the inside there. I know it's a bit of a dodgy one to do. And we are coming to my favourite partner track, the fast section. As you can see, Lando is still struggling. A little bit of a corner cut, but ignore it. And he goes defensive, so we will just take that round the outside. He pushes us a little bit, and he kept the position. I mean, that's fair racing. As you can see, I'm still all over him. I looked for a dive there. Made it super tight, but we just about got Lando Norris before the straight. So yeah, very nice. And we'll continue on for lap 10. As we round out lap 10, we are chasing our teammate, and Sebastian Vettel pulls into the pit lane. We are getting a very nice slipstream on our teammate, but just not enough straight. But we do pretty much catch him under braking, so hopefully we can make a move very soon. Of course, coming up to the far section, Ocon looks a little bit slow, and we try to send it as we usually do, but I overstepped. But we are still we still got him. I just about managed to slow it down enough before completely sending it. So yeah, Esteban Ocon. We move on to the Mexican Ministry of Defence, obviously Sergio Perez, as Lance Stroll enters pit lane, so that's another free position for us. So yeah, lap 12, let's keep pushing. Now, coming on to lap 14, unfortunately right now we just didn't have the pace to catch Perez as he went and got Hamilton, so we are just putting in solid laps to try and catch Lewis now. P7, it's not too bad from last, but we are still pushing to get P6. Of course, Hamilton and Perez are fighting a lot right now, so that is helping us catch up, so hopefully we can catch up very soon. Now look how much that gap has shrunk, obviously, because they've been battling the whole lap. We are only just 1.3 away from Perez, so hopefully they can keep fighting and we can keep catching up to them. I'm just putting in fairly solid laps. Of course I need Perez to keep fighting with Lewis. Of course he is on the better tyre, so we should get him and he should slow Lewis down hopefully. So yeah, hopefully. Of course, coming on to lap 16, we have finally got DRS. They are still fighting, so we have a little bit of a chance of maybe overtaking one of them. But P7's pretty good right now, but I'm trying. Of course, I kind of braked a little bit late there, so I got a little bit of an advantage. So running around the long corner, I've no ERS. I just couldn't save ERS at all. Purple first sector, but that's how fast I've been going. But to catch up to these lot and then to hopefully fight them. Of course, we only have 2 laps left. Into the far section, of course, my favourite. But they have DRS, so there's nothing I can fairly do. And of course, these 2 cars are quite fast. Max Verstappen is still leading. He's got at least a 5-second advantage. But we'll keep riding on. Of course, really late on the brakes there. Just trying to get as much as I can. As you can see, I'm nearly pushing him. I just can't get the pace on the straights to get an overtake. But of course, we come on to the final lap. As you can see, I'm just having a look at Perez, but Perez sends it on Lewis. I'm trying to stay out of this battle as much as I can, but at the same time I'm trying to overtake both of them as Perez goes down the inside of Lewis Hamilton. We just can't get in that battle really. They're just a little bit too quick. But you never know. I'm just trying to give it everything, obviously. I have no battery. Into the fast section. Well, at the top's a bit of the fast section, isn't it? But a little bit of a corner cut. My mistake, obviously. But yeah, we just can't get Lewis. That was an outrageous kind of little bit of a send. Because I've just been stuck behind him for a little while. As Max Verstappen wins the Spanish Grand Prix as he has in real life. No shock there. That was me just getting frustrated. I had to try and send it, but damage was on, so I'm surprised I didn't get front wing. And of course, finish it in style. P7, it's not too bad. I can't remember what I got in Monaco. I don't know if we beat it, but of course Monaco's a lot harder track, so I can't remember what I got. But yes, P7. Of course Red Bull won. No shock there. A Ferrari there though, that's a shock. Oh, double Ferrari podium. But yes, that was the Spanish Grand Prix. Of course, the Canadian Grand Prix is coming up, but I'm on holiday, so that will be the last video I ever post of this game, and then I will play a lot of F1 23. Yeah, I'll do some My Team, I'll do some career mode, I'll do the breaking point, I'll do whatever you want. Of course, I'll keep the other series going, but just watch I thought that was a pretty good race. Of course, we got some nice overtakes, some nice dive bombs, and let them finish with the champagne. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.